Ladies and gentlemen, today is Monday, 26th of October 2020, and I'm recording live. I'm coming to you live from Agwalada. This is what is happening here. I am recording live. Can you see what's going on here? A woman is down now, like she's dead. She's dead. A woman is dead now. This is Agwalada, Abuja, Nigeria, FCT. Can you see this? I left my work to see this. This is palliative warehouse. I don't know what they call this, but it is happening live and direct from Agwalada, Abuja. Can you see what's going on? Can you see the crowd? Even just notice this one. This is Agwalada, as in, I can't say anything for now. I dare not go in there, we die there. No, I dare not. Live from Agwalada, live from Agwalada, this is my face. Live from Agwalada, I'm climbing up.
Our food plenty there, oh. Plenty.
Food plenty.
Our food plenty for there.
A warehouse of 600 feet by 600 feet, full of COVID-19 products, was discovered today. Look at people struggling to pass.
Hello and welcome to Vanguard Live. My name is Damilola Ogunshaki and this is Today in the News. And today I'm with my co-host
Precious Chukudi.
Here we're going to read and analyze the front pages of the papers with you this morning. But of course, Precious, I think we've talked about many things going on in Nigeria. But it seems it's still not stopping. The looting and the killings, which people are just dying with these lootings going on and all that.
You know, like when we were talking about it yesterday, one of the things that I was asking is this looting, is it a form of distraction really? Because it seems like people have sort of forgotten that a week ago, some people, got shot at Lekki toll gates, and it's still something that people are still talking about. So, the lootings here and there. But then it also shows how much hunger is in the land, because if you see that mammoth crowd of people who are basically looking for palliatives, it shows you that we really have a lot of people living below the poverty line.
Yeah, people are just looking for what to eat, but many other things are going on. But first, of course, let's review the front pages of the papers. I will be starting with Vanguard. And on the front page of Vanguard, we have Kogi on fire as looting continues in Abuja and Calabar. Pregnant women, 15 other looters die in clashes with security agents. Police begin arrest of looters over 80 in custody. And that's coming from the CP. Mop-up items stolen from garment factory, CICC, NAS members office, and others. Looters get 24 hours to return stolen items. IAD offers 100,000 naira for tips. Hoodlums evades KADP, private warehouses, cut away fertilizers and rice. Attack bank ATMs, journalists eat by stray bullets. Police arrest suspects, 2 die in stampede over COVID-19 palliatives in Abuja. Federal government shocks, begs looters to return vaccines and medical items. And you can see that on page 5. And on the front page, we have 2 pictures, 2 photo stories. The one above, we have looting spree continues, and we have pictures of people carrying bags of foods on their heads during a mass looting of a warehouse allegedly stocked with COVID-19 food palliatives in Abuja yesterday. And the one left, we have, of course, a picture of some youths when they broke into palliative warehouse in Lokoja, Kogi State, amid sporadic shootings yesterday. And of course, here on page 10, we have hashtag #EndSARS, flights grounded as hoodlums dig crater on Akure airports. NSAS coverage, NBC under fire for sanctioning AIT channels and Arise TV. You can see that on page 2. And moving on to the stories above the name page, on pages 2, 10, and 11, we have Lekki shootings. Sawolu insists 2 persons died. Panel asks victims to come forward. We've identified barracks of soldiers who shot protesters in Lekki, and that's coming from Falano. On page 8, we have sent 2 hours after Inspector General of Police order policemen still off Lagos. Inspector General of Police order policemen still off Lagos roads. And lastly, on the front page of Vanguard, we have #answers. Shippers Council pushes for demurrage waivers at ports. And that's all on Vanguard. And from there, we move straight to the Punch newspaper.
And on the front page of the Punch newspaper, we have the main headline: Protesters, lawyers tackles Buratai as Army Chief dismisses ICC threat. The rider says, I am not afraid of travel ban, ready to live in Nigeria, says COAS. You won't get away with killing peaceful protesters, Army Chief told. We also have a cross-section of business activities resuming at Idumota and Balogun Market. There's a photo story there. And stories above, we have 649 suspected looters arrested, 34 remanded in FCT, Kwara, Adamawa, Cross River, others. Also, probe panel will get Lekki shootings CCTV footage, says Sanwo-Olu. You can see that on page 8. And lastly, on the front page of the Punch newspaper, we have police go after Oshun mechanic for beheading 5-year-old daughter. You can see that on page 7. That's a very sad story. Away from the Punch, move straight to the Nation newspaper.
Now, the front page of the Nation, we have soldiers deployed in cities to stop more shooting and arson. Buratai gives marching order. United Kingdom urge restraint as normalcy is restored. That will not allow any forced element or destabilizing agent in or outside our country to set our beloved country on fire. If you want to see more of that, you can see it on the front page, and it continues on page 8. And on page 33, we have police abandon streets in Lagos. Abuja residents live in fear. And on page 8, we have 409 held in Abuja, Ilorin, and Ondo. And lastly, on the front page of the Nation, we have Nigerian Toriola is MTN CEO designates, and Kwara didn't divert palliative, says car COVID. And you can see that on page 11 and also on page 34. And that's all we have on the front pages of the paper. We're going on a short break now, and when we come back, of course, we'll be analyzing the front pages with you. Stay with us, we'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is Monday, 26th of October 2020, and I'm recording live. I'm coming to you live from Agwalada. This is what is happening here. I am recording live. Can you see what's going on here? A woman is down now, like she's dead. She's dead. A woman is dead now. This is Agwalada, Abuja, Nigeria, FCT. Can you see this? I left my work to see this. This is palliative warehouse. I don't know what they call this, but it is happening live and direct from Agwalada, Abuja. Can you see what's going on? Can you see the crowd? Even just notice this one. This is Agwalada, as in, I can't say anything for now. I dare not go in there, I will die there. No, I dare not. Ladies and gentlemen, today is Monday, 26th of October 2020, and I'm recording live. I'm coming to you live from Agwalada. This is what is happening here. I am recording live. Can you see what's going on here? A woman is down now, like she's dead. She's dead. A woman is dead now. This is Agwalada, Abuja, Nigeria, FCT. Can you see this? I left my work to see this. This is palliative warehouse. I don't know what they call this, but it is happening live and direct from Agwalada, Abuja. Can you see what's going on? Can you see the crowd? Even just know this one. This is Wawalada, as in, I can't say anything for now. I dare not.
Our food plenty there, oh. Plenty.
Food plenty.
Our food plenty for there.
A warehouse of 600 feet by 600 feet, full of COVID-19 products, was discovered today. Look at people struggling to pass. This incident has been going on since 7 a.m. As I speak with you, sources say the warehouse has not gone off. Palliative that were supposed to be given to people during the COVID-19 period was hidden away in a warehouse, and Nigerians were dying of hunger and starvation. Look at this man struggling to survive.
Yes, can you imagine?
Look at him. Something that is supposed to be brought to his home.
This thing for the past 2 hours.
Look at it.
It is still full.
You mean?
It's fully loaded. The warehouse is fully loaded.
Can you imagine?
Nigeria has more than enough. Nigeria has more than enough.
The Navy has collected their own. The armies have put their truck, collected their own. Immigration, custom, last man. And the warehouse has not gone half. The warehouse has not gone half. The warehouse has not gone half. Palliative for the poor, stored away. This is October 21st, 2020. Palliatives that were supposed to be shared in May were stored away. Some of the products are even expired. Look at how people are struggling.
They are not expired though. 2021.
No, you see.
Never expired. 2021.
You see people are struggling. You see. Look at it.
I saw another way I'll see there for Ikeja. Another one for Ikeja. Lagos State.
Look at it. Not for sale. Not for sale. They stored it. Look at it. Not for sale.
COVID-19 is on the back.
They stored it. Wait. Let me see the pack. Now see. Look at it. COVID-19. Not for sale.
COVID-19.
The poor are suffering, and they stored it in a warehouse. Look at people passing through canal just to survive. Hunger in the land.
A sachet of packet tomato 120 naira.
Look at people struggling to survive.
We are suffering.
Look at people.
Bag of rice 40,000 naira.
Look at people.
Echo has come to our head. These people are looters. They are criminals.
I'm telling you.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is Monday, 26th of October 2020, and I'm recording live. I'm coming to you live from Wawalada. This is what is happening here. I am recording live. Can you see what's going on here? A woman is down now like she's dead. She's dead. A woman is dead now. This is Wawalada, Abuja, Nigeria, FCT. Can you see this? I left my work to see this. This is palliative warehouse. I don't know what they call it, but it is happening live and direct from Wawalada, Abuja. Can you see what's going on? Can you see the crowd? Even just know this one. This is Wawalada, as in, I can't say anything for now. I dare not go in there, we die there. No, I dare not. Live from Wawalada. Ladies and gentlemen, today is Monday, 26th of October 2020, and I'm recording live. I'm coming to you live from Wawalada. This is what is happening here. I am recording live. Can you see what's going on here? A woman is down now like she's dead. She's dead. A woman is dead now. This is Wawalada, Abuja, Nigeria, FCT. Can you see this? I left my work to see this. This is palliative warehouse. I don't know what they call it, but it is happening live and direct from Wawalada, Abuja. Can you see what's going on? Can you see the crowd? Even just know this one. This is Wawalada, as in, I can't say anything for now. I dare not go in there, we die there. No, I dare not. Live from Wawalada, live from Wawalada, this is my face. Live from Wawalada. I'm climbing on pole to show this to everyone. I'm climbing on pole to show this. I left my work to show this to everybody. Live from Wawalada, Abuja, Monday today. Even just notice this one. Just notice this one. People full inside. Can you see? Wawalada, it is happening live and direct. There no bomb me I enter. Nataya carry. I know if he enter. More than see me. Nataya carry. I know if he enter. If I enter, I know we promote complete. If I enter, I will turn black. I know if he enter. Now they see me like this.
Our food plenty there, oh. Plenty.
Food plenty.
Our food plenty for there.
A warehouse of 600 feet by 600 feet, full of COVID-19 products, was discovered today. Look at people struggling to pass. This incident has been going on since 7 a.m. As I speak with you, sources say the warehouse has not gone off. Palliative that were supposed to be given to people during the COVID-19 period was hidden away in a warehouse, and Nigerians were dying of hunger and starvation. Look at this man struggling to survive.
Yes, can you imagine?
Look at him. Something that is supposed to be brought to his home.
This thing for the past 2 hours.
Look at it.
It is still full. You
mean?
It's fully loaded. The warehouse is fully loaded.
Can you imagine?
Nigeria has more than enough. Nigeria has more than enough.
The Navy has collected their own. The armies have put their truck, collected their own. Immigration, custom, last man. And the warehouse has not gone half. The warehouse has not gone half. The warehouse has not gone half. Palliative for the poor.
Alright, welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Today in the News of Vanguard Live. My name is Damlola Kunshaki, and I'll be doing this with my co-host,
Precious Chukudi.
And of course, this is the analysis segment where we'll be analyzing the front pages of the papers with you. And also, while analyzing, we have a guest who will be joining us via Zoom. We hope you'll be able to join us due to the break in and transmission. Okay, I think he's here now, and he's in the person of Olaju Igbe, and also he is the Executive Director of Emergency and Risk Alert. Good morning, Mr. Olaju Igbe.
Good morning. How are you?
We are very fine, and thanks for joining us today on the show. And okay, so going straight to what is currently happening around Nigeria. Of course, in Kaduna City on Sunday, it was like a war zone that struck yesterday as hoodlums seeking COVID-19 palliatives clashed with security operatives and invaded the state agricultural development projects and private warehouses, cutting away with fertilizers and rice. I know in the process we had several people died, including a pregnant woman. Now, my question for you now about this looting that is going on, what question does it put, to the government?
Well, it confirms the gap between the government and the governed in terms of the conditions of the people. It's so sad that we allow things to degenerate to a level where our people begin to kill themselves over food, over palliative, over basic necessity of life. And that's where we are at this junction. It's a confirmation of the global index that have rated us as the poorest country in the world. People with large number of poor people. have and the have not. I have said this several times that the driver of crisis, driver of crime is inequality, especially inequality created by unjust wealth and unjust poverty. People get wealth without working for it in Nigeria, looting the public treasury. And then you have unjust poverty. People are just poor because the environment for them to be elevated out of poverty is not just created by the government. People have been placed under grave undertaking to the extent that on daily basis they make a living from almost non-existent material resources in the country. So that is where that has taken us, and it's the message that is given to government now is to realize that our people are they are absolutely poor, that the inequality, the gulf is getting wider and frightening, and the consequences is what we are seeing in the country. Okay. Poverty, unemployment, high cost of living, low standard of life, they are all drivers of crime. They are all drivers of conflict. So the better we know that, and we take action in responding to these statements and factors of fact, the better for our country.
Okay, but
so I think it's the message that we should see part of the manifest or issues of criminalities.
Okay, you know,
that is intent in the rush for the palliatives.
But don't you think it's getting out of hand? Because in Akure, you know, flight operations were completely grounded because they discovered a crater dug on the runway of the airport. I know, and it's suspected to be done by miscreants who, with the intention of causing, a plane crash. So, what do you have to say about that? Don't you think that it's getting too much for people and the way these things are going?
This is a problem for told. We have been saying this not this year, not last year, that you can't. Of course, if you don't respond to issue on time, the consequences will be overwhelming. Like my friend has said in one forum that what we are getting is proliferation of actors that are not envisaged by NSAS. What that means is that the unintended consequences of NSAS is what you are having now. People coming out now beyond the NSAS that they have been actually wallowing in poverty. And they saw opportunity in the street power provided by NSAS protests. And they key on that to express this frustration, albeit criminally in quotes. Because, but I have said this several times, if there is no systemic and structural violence, there wouldn't be physical violence. It is the structural and the systemic violence, the structural and the systemic oppression, the structural and the systemic generated inequality that actually creates room for this physical violence state of anomaly that you are seeing now. So it's not unexpected. Somebody like me, I'm not surprised that we have this scenario playing out in a country of unequal opportunity, in a country where a minority, very tiny minority, live in unthinkable opulence, while the large population is condemned to absolute poverty. As a matter of fact, the Gulf is a place of struggle, it's a place of fight between the have and the have not. It has been aptly captured, even in ideologies before. Whether you call it the ideology of class struggle, this can be explained with that ideology.
Oh.
Nation have stopped vacuum.
Okay, Mr. Agbero,
poverty has been created.
you know, I have to come in there now. Let's a little from away from that now. Let's talk about the main reason why this started, and that's the hashtag #EndSARS protest and the shootings and the killings that happened at Lekki toll gate. Now, after that happened, of course, Lekki toll gate was bombed now, and now Nigerians are asking that they should totally get rid of that toll gate. Now, it seems many people now, Nigerians, with the rumors that have been going around, they believe that that toll gate is supposed to be owned by former governor of Lagos, that's Tinubu, Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu. And now he has come out to say that he's not the owner of that toll gate and that they should totally get rid of that toll gate. But if it is to continue operation, you know, the proceed from that should go to the, you know, it should be used, you know, it should be given to people that are affected by that shootings and the killings. Now, what do you have to say about that? You know, coming from Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu.
Whoever is saying it, whether it's Asiwaju Tinubu, what I know about the toll gate now, it has become a new symbol of national tragedy, new symbol of intolerance, new symbol and a sad reminder of Holocaust, almost similar to the one of Tiananmen Square. It's a new symbol of frustration for the youth. And therefore, anytime you pass through that toll gate now, and it has become a sad reminder of our ugliness. The least they can do is to, since it was freedom that people were fighting for, nobody has the right to collect toll, to collect funds from that toll gate again. It's a toll gate of blood, and we must wash off the blood of the youth that have littered the toll gate. And it's not time to begin to talk of commercialization. Asiwaju spoke about toll gates because he was accused that he prioritized commercial interests, personal interests over people's welfare. I think that is what motivated that suggestion. It's not about using the money for the victims alone. Sanwo-Olu have set up a victim support fund. He set up victim support fund, and I don't know. He knows where the money should come from. It shouldn't be just be put on money realized from the toll gate. I think my own is the memento, the reminder, the epitaph that
All right,
the
Mr.
toll gates
Agbero.
now represent.
All right, Mr. Agbero, let's look at NBC sanctioning that AIT channels and Arise TV. Now, the National Broadcasting Commission, that NBC has sanctioned major broadcasting stations for violating, broadcasting code during the hashtag #EndSARS protest. Now, they were fined 3 million naira each. What is your take on that? Do you think that it is constitutional enough?
I have said it. The first book tyrants read. The first book that tyrants read is How to Kill Media. That is the title of the book they read. And the challenge we are having is that they are using NBC as sword to kill media. For God's sake, NBC is a regulator. If there are mistakes, people can be cautioned before the fan. And you don't just come on the people. NBC should be more of corrective agency rather than punitive agency. So everything should not be put in the basket of punishment. There should be space for correction. So I want to see NBC that is more correctional, in the sense that you begin to guide before the thing degenerates.
All right, let me.
Because that could escalate conflict.
All right, one of the things that the commission was saying was that they accused the broadcast stations for, playing a part in the escalation of violence across the country. Do you agree with what the commission is saying?
How can you be doing attribution of what when you have not engaged the context of the problem? What triggered the violence is the shooting at Lekki. Even though if no traditional media have taken it, we all saw it on social media in the first place. And of course, social media have more traction in terms of people, media. So I don't think people should begin to look at the fact that the world is larger in terms of media, in terms of controlling information, in terms of frustrating information. That is the way of the tyrants, and it should not be allowed to germinate in Nigeria. That's why I'm saying that beyond the traditional media, how can you say that those TV stations were when we could see, when we could hear, when short picture were captured? If you could edit still picture, can you actually edit motion picture that is live? That is the question they should ask themselves. We are not going to take the truth of government because government has no. When you are party to a particular issue, you have the competency and it determines the genuinity of that cause. So who told them that it was fake? It wasn't fake. It has not been proved by any commission. I was expecting NBC to even come up later on after all investigation have been conducted, and it is proven beyond reasonable doubt that those motion pictures were fake. You didn't wait. You have not interrogated it. You have not done it. You just woke up from the bed, from the government side of the bed, and you are not unleashing fun on media houses. It is unfair. It is unacceptable. It is illegal. It is immoral. It is unconstitutional, and it should not be tolerated by a freedom-conscious society.
All right, with the whole sanctioning of these broadcast stations, Serap has come out to say that the action of NBC is another example of Nigeria authorities pushing to silence independent media and voices. Do you agree with what Serap is saying?
That's the summary of what I just said. Serap was right, was even conscious of that breach of right, and his intention of going to court to challenge it is a noble intention. So that's what I've been saying. The frustration of media, and I've said this several times. If there's anything you cannot kill in Nigeria, is the media. The media survived the colonial rule, it survived the military rule, and I don't think it can be killed, even in democracy. So we should know that if you don't want people to hear it, don't do it. That should be the motto of government officials. If you don't want it to be heard, don't do it, whether in open or in secret. Don't steal in open or in secret. Don't trigger violence in open or in secret. So
All right.
That is unfair. There's element of unfair here in there, unfair, unjust pronouncement, and of course illegal unleashing of fine on people. So it violates all law and processes of justice. Justice was not served by NBC, and no democratic society should allow such agency to go away with that type of bias pronouncement and judgment that are absolutely illegal.
All right, Mr. Let's. It's been a week since the Lekki shootings, and you said something earlier, and that's the fact that the governor of Lagos mentioned that in the footage that he saw military men, and this same military men that he said he mentioned, some days back, they mentioned that the videos were basically photoshopped. Now, what's your reaction with this newfound information that the governor is saying after listening to what the military said last week?
Well, you should know the military by now. Taking this position today and taking that tomorrow, I don't think it's a good image for our military. If you listen to the address of General Butai yesterday, he said in his statement that the military responded to because there was declaration of curfew to ensure enforcement of curfew. That was coming from the head of the army. So that has invalidated the statement of the public relations officer last week. So you cannot see the reversal. Such that means that you have to take a lot of things by pinch of salt. When it comes, it's not. I think they said it because of that the military was not there because of public reaction to the issue. Now they have receded and they have another narrative. The narrative of the fact that they were there because curfew had been declared. But if curfew had been declared, does it lie in the purview of the military to keep people to observe curfew? Internal security, for God's sake, is not their responsibility, especially when they have not been called by internal security agencies, such as police, such as civil defense. They have not been called to come and to reinforce their own effort. So it was wrong for the military is not the first choice when you have internal insecurity.
Okay. Mr. Gbero.
Internal security mechanism and the play.
We're actually running out of time, but quickly, I would like you to comment on the the camera that was actually found by the former governor of Lagos State, that's Babatunde Raji Fashola San at the Lekki toll gate after the cleaning of the place and also after the burning of the place and many things that happened there. Of course, they found the camera there, and we've seen many Nigerians reacting. So I would like you to quickly react to that.
Well, I have seen a lot of reaction to that. I think the governor of Lagos or others should have just called his mate to look at what he saw rather than picking it and handing it over. And all those caricatures of Fashola in this thing, I don't think they have matter. I don't see that Fashola is not culpable. He's not trying to hide anything in respect of that. Maybe he might have gotten to the right side of the social media enthusiast. But the fact is that he saw something and he actually, his intention could be noble. So he should not be bullied because of his intention. The fact is that there was a hanging camera there. Hanging camera could just still be used for evidence, especially by the panel. But then touching it at times and it could be part of tampering with evidence of crime. So aside from the fact that maybe it could be ignorant of that, because what I expected, even at Lekki, nobody should be visited that place if we are a serious nation. Immediately that thing happened, that place ought to have been run off so that nobody will have access to such place to tamper with evidence. on the scene of crime. But then, having touched it, having handed it over, I don't know how much damage that would do. But then, I don't see the intention of Fashola is not. I think it's a noble intention, and it shouldn't be. Of course, I enjoy most of the video that have caricature, that have put, that make caricature of him. That is expected in a society where.
So I think we cut him off. I'm saying something very interesting about the video currently.
Pointing out when you see something, they say if you see something, so say something. I think Fashola saw something and he said something, and possibly touched something or handed over something to the governor. I think the governor is in custody of it, and the promise is that he's going to hand it over to the panel that he has set up for proper investigation. But then, touching it, like I said, will compromise evidence, but that mistake will be a mistake not of mind, but rather a mistake of just somebody, a mistake that is not to sabotage effort of investigative panel.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Gberola Jigbe, the Executive Director of Emergency and Risk Alert. Thanks for joining us and sharing your lovely and interesting thoughts with us.
It's a pleasure being with you.
Okay, and that's all we have for you on Today in the News. You can always like and follow us on our social media platforms showing on your screen, and visit our website www.vanguardngra.com to get more of our top stories and to know what's happening around the world. And of course, that's all from me, Dablola Okunshaki, from my co-host
Precious Chukudi,
and also from our director Emmanuel Ido, who is at the back end controlling everything. Thank you and have a lovely day.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is Monday, 26th of October 2020, and I'm recording live. I'm coming to you live from Agwalada. This is what is happening here. I am recording live. Can you see what's going on here? A woman is down now, like she's dead. She's dead. A woman is dead now. This is Agwalada, Abuja, Nigeria, FCT. Can you see this? I left my work to see this. This is palliative warehouse. I don't know what they call this, but it is happening live and direct from Agwalada, Abuja. Can you see what's going on? Can you see the crowd? Even just notice this one. This is Agwalada, as in, I can't say anything for now. I dare not go in there, we die there. No, I dare not. Live from Agwalada, live from Agwalada, this is my face. Live from Agwalada.